In a quiet town on the edge of Oregon's forests lived a young man named Tyler Brooks. He was bright, full of dreams, and always imagined himself achieving something meaningful in life. But Tyler had one weakness. He wanted results fast. If things didn't change quickly, he would lose motivation and convince himself he wasn't meant for success. One cool evening, after another exhausting day of trying and failing, Tyler walked aimlessly through a small park. His thoughts were heavy, his steps slow. "Maybe success just isn't for me," he murmured. "Maybe I'm simply not built for this." As he passed an old oak tree, he noticed an elderly man sitting peacefully on a wooden bench. The man looked up and offered a gentle smile. "You look troubled, son," the man said softly. "What's weighing you down?" Tyler sat beside him and sighed. "I keep trying to change my life, but nothing works. I start strong, then I fall apart again. I'm tired of failing." The old man nodded with understanding. After a quiet moment, he said, "Let me tell you something, Tyler. Sometimes we're not failing. We're just expecting too much too soon." Tyler glanced at him, curious. The man continued, "There was once a young boy who wanted to master swimming. On his very first day, he tried to swim across the pool and sank halfway. People laughed, and he felt broken. But the next morning, his coach told him something that changed everything. You don't need to be perfect today. Just 1% better than yesterday." Tyler leaned in, listening carefully as the old man continued his story. At first, the boy didn't understand what 1% better meant, the man said. It sounded too small, too slow, but he decided to try anyway. The old man's eyes softened as he spoke. The next day, the boy returned to the pool. Instead of trying to cross it in one go, he pushed himself just a little farther than before. Not much, just a few extra strokes. The next week, he lasted a few seconds longer, and by the next month, he could reach the middle without panicking. Tyler felt something shift inside him. That small effort, the man continued, those tiny steps. They built confidence. They built discipline. And slowly, they built a new version of him. The breeze whispered through the trees as the story unfolded. Months passed, the elderly man said, and those tiny improvements, those little 1% changes started adding up. Eventually, that same boy became the strongest swimmer in his district. But not because he was naturally talented. It was because he learned the power of showing up every single day. Tyler looked down at his hands, reflecting. "So, you're saying I don't need to make big changes right away?" The old man smiled. "Exactly. You don't need to leap towards success. You just need to step toward it. One small improvement every day may not feel like much now, but in time, it becomes unstoppable." Tyler felt a strange warmth in his chest. Hope, maybe, for the first time in a long while. "Small steps," he whispered. "Just 1%. The old man nodded. That's where transformation begins. That night, Tyler walked home with the old man's words echoing in his heart. For the first time in months, his mind felt calm instead of chaotic. He realized something important. His problem wasn't failure. It was impatience. He kept searching for shortcuts, ignoring the power of small, steady progress. The next morning, Tyler made himself a promise. Just 1% today. Nothing more. He started small. Just a few pages of a book each night. 10 minutes of exercise every morning. 5 minutes of journaling before bed. It didn't look impressive. It wasn't dramatic, but it was consistent, and slowly. Things began to change. His focus sharpened. His confidence grew. His energy returned. Every tiny habit, every small effort, began building something inside him disciplined. Weeks turned into months. The version of Tyler who once gave up easily started disappearing. In his place stood someone calmer, determined, and quietly stronger. One cool evening, after finishing his jog, Tyler felt an urge to return to the same old oak tree where he had met the elderly man. Maybe he wanted to thank him. Maybe he wanted to share how far he'd come. But when he reached the bench, the man wasn't there. Instead, Tyler found a small folded note resting on the wooden seat. swaying gently in the breeze. His heart pounded as he picked it up. The handwriting was familiar. "Remember, Tyler? Big dreams grow from small steps. Keep going, even if your progress feels tiny. One day, you'll look back and realize how far those small steps carried you." Tyler closed his eyes. Holding the note against his chest, he whispered, "Thank you," with the note still in his hand. Tyler walked home under the fading evening sky. The old man might not have been there anymore, but his words stayed alive in Tyler's heart. From that day forward, whenever life felt heavy or progress felt slow, Tyler repeated the same simple reminder: "I don't need to be the best today. I just need to be better than yesterday." Slowly, this mindset became his anchor. He stopped rushing success. He stopped doubting himself. Quiet morning, he stood by his window, watching sunlight break through the clouds. It reminded him of how far he'd come. A version of himself who once felt lost had now built a life filled with growth, patience, and quiet strength. He realized that big successes were never about speed. They were about consistency, about tiny habits that once felt insignificant, but ended up shaping everything. Tyler folded the old man's note and placed it inside a journal he now wrote in daily. The lesson was simple, but powerful enough to change a life. And now, it was his turn to carry that wisdom forward. Some lessons aren't found in books. They're hidden in moments, just like this one. Carry this thought with you. And if you felt something in this story, don't forget to like and subscribe. It not only helps me stay motivated, but also spreads more stories that touch hearts and teach lessons.